That's the whole point of what we're trying to do today. All right? And this is what I'm going to try and nail through your heads, and let's see if it works. I'm going to suggest to you, okay, that in the Bible, every passage you read has one meaning. Now, it has several significances, and what I mean by that is sometimes you can look at things from a different angle and get a different perspective. But if you're trying to understand what the Bible is saying, you've got to go back to what was that original author trying to get at in the first place, right? So, for instance, when I'm talking about, like I've had some Bible studies where, let's say we're reading something about, what does Sabbath mean? And then in the, you have the little circle and people start going around saying, what does it mean to you, right? And some person goes, oh, I think Sabbath, is a 7-letter word that has the same significance as heaven, and so it really means heaven. Like, hold on a second. And then the next person you go on to, right? They say something like, oh, Sabbath is about how, I have to make sure that I don't wash my car on a certain time in a certain place. And you're going around going, what are some of these stupid ideas that people are coming up with? Because the author did not intend that in the first place. And so the whole idea of Bible study is trying to dig for this. What is the author trying to get at? And this is how I'm going to suggest you do it. Or at least this is what you're looking for. You're looking for two different things. Okay? Called a subject and a complement. And you're going to practice this in a few minutes. Subject is this. What is the topic that the author is trying to address? Okay? So if we're talking about Sabbath, it means we're not talking about stealing. Right? If the author is talking about Sabbath, it means he's not talking about, end times and, people going to hell and all this kind of stuff, right? He's talking about, the author is talking about Sabbath, then that's the topic he's addressing. And the question is now, okay, what's he saying about that? Does that make sense? I see some glazed looks. Okay, we're gonna see if you get this. So, Proverbs chapter 22, verse 9. Can someone read that, please? Did you lose someone? Is that the first time? All right, go ahead.
Generous hands are blessed hands because they give right to the poor.
Okay. Can you read that one more time?
Generous hands
No, over here. Sorry. Can you read that one more time?
A generous man will himself be blessed when he shares his food with the poor.
Okay. Can you read that one more time?
A generous man will himself be blessed when he shares his food with the poor.
Okay. Now, most of you have probably never done this before. Okay, so what do you think is the topic that the author is talking about? What's the subject? Okay. What about it? What's he saying about it now?
He's talking about the generous man, and basically he's giving the subject a predicate, talking about if he shares his food, he'll be blessed.
Okay. All right. Now put that subject in the form of a question. Does that make sense? I think you guys are on the right track. Here's what I mean. A subject is always talking about what is the topic that the author is trying to get at, right? And it's always in the form of a question. So it has to start with why, how, what, when, all that kind of stuff. In this case, this is what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting that the subject is, why is a generous man blessed? All right? So the author is saying, there's a generous man, and this generous man is always blessed. Why is that? Okay? And then he gives you a reason. He gives you his answer for that. Because he shares his food with the poor. See where that came from? Sort of.